Man, you know we boys. You know, man, if you ever need me for anything, you can call me. You know that.
So,
I'm telling you, I don't know who else you can depend on to magically end up in Chicago from Georgia on a random weekend. Yeah, I don't know who else you know could do something like that for you now. And look, you didn't even know I was coming. I said, I told him, I said, you want to know what's crazy? He said, what? I said, we coming up there to see my uncle, so I probably can make it. Look, man, you look, you got me out of Georgia to play some baseball. Well, let me say out the South. You got me out the South to play some baseball. My name is GK Hunter. I am from Augusta, Georgia, and I went to high school at Lucy C. Lanning High School. I played for Coach Mayden in the summer of 2015. I met Coach Mayden at my high school baseball field. It was very interesting. I went to the field. I want to say that morning to just work out and get some extra work in, and I guess him and my high school coach had organized the workout that day, and I ended up being a part of the workout. Playing for Coach Mayden, I it was one of my best baseball experiences. I got out of my hometown, I got out of my home state, and I went up north, and I did a lot of traveling playing for him. And it was at the time it was a confidence booster because I got to play against people outside of my area, and I got to see how I went toe to toe with other guys and see what the people from up north play baseball like. The team and my teammates. I love the team. I love my teammates. I love the coaches. Everything. Everything was swift. From the first day when we had I want to say it was like a scrimmage type game, or it was like an opening game to get everybody comfortable. From that day to the last game I played, everything was good. I enjoyed every last bit of it. Teammates was good. I got some favorite teammates, but I ain't gonna name them. Coach May, my favorite coach.
that is true.
Um, my most memorable experiences don't come from the baseball field, coach. They come from the van trips and the bus trips. It wasn't really stuff away from the field like pregame and postgame stuff. And I don't really have a favorite because I think of a lot of stuff, but I don't really got a favorite one. They all like unique in their own way.
There were some of those stories.
Um, he like to joke with me when he called me. He'd be like, um, he didn't call me G. Coach Mayden didn't call me GK. Coach, you called me G or G man. And then because we had another kid on our team named Guan. He called Guan G. You called Guan G. And then you called me G man. And you was like, hey G man. I was like, what you want, coach? He was like, hey G man. I was like, call him like he my number one fan or something.
Damn.
Um, another memory I got. This one came from on the field. I had a no hitter going, and you ain't yell from the dugout, but you was talking from the dugout. I was trying to throw the kid a curveball, and he was like, "Man, stop throwing that." So I threw him a fastball. He got a hit, and then I come in the dugout, and you say, "You had a no hitter," and I said, "Oh, I know, coach, I know." Oh man, bus trips, the van trips, we was man funny, joking around with each other, cracking like it was mainly like fun and jokes. I want to say being in Chicago, the weather was a little different than being down south, and the weather in Chicago was like 80, 85. When was in practice one day, one of my teammates was like, "Man, it's hot outside." I was like, "Hot." He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Man, this feel good." I was like, "Wait till we end up down south. Wait till we like pass through Georgia, go to Florida or something." And then we stopped by a gas station in Georgia, hop off the bus. It's like 95, 98. They like, "Man, bro, you got it down here, bro. I don't even want to be down here no more." Like, you was right. It's hot. It feel good where we at. I could have seen you coaching for 50. I, I don't know why you stopped at 40. I want to see you do another 10.
I think about it.
But that's it don't really surprise me too much. I can see you coaching for 40 with no problem. Yeah, he can. Coach May can definitely be a character. But I mean, it ain't nothing bad though. He like you know sometimes it's normal coach stuff, and it's just sometimes it's him being himself. some of the memories. Really, I want to say bringing my skill set from home up there, and then it still being impressive. It me still standing out and not really being like a fit in. Um, it was one game I can't remember the city it was in. It wasn't too far from Chicago though. My umpire asked me, he was like, "Where you from?" Because he could tell I wasn't from around the area. I told him I was from Augusta, Georgia. He was like, "Whoa." He was like, "Man, you a long way from home, man." I told him, "Yeah." And he was like, "Man, you a good ball player." Uh, Gotten a few. Everything wasn't always peaches and cream when it came to me and you. Uh, Not knowing too many arguments, more like debates or one seeing eye to eye. But it was all love. I kept trying to swing for the fence, and you was telling me I can't be trying to swing for the fence in a two strike count. Hit my first home run for you. That was my first home run ever. That was down in Florida. I never forget that. I still got the ball. If it ain't take me 5 minutes to find it, I go get it. Uh, I end up coming home. I want to say a week or two early for school, and I had got I want to say a phone call, a video call, and I remember that you had gave me you was giving out kind of awards pretty much for the summer, and I had got the best hitter award for you. What else? It's a whole bunch of stuff. When I first started pitching for you, you didn't pitch me until like a couple days, or I ain't touched the mound until a little bit into the summer, and it went from uh me being G man to me being the ace, and then man, that whole summer was full of experiences I never forget. Like I talk about them with other people to this day. Still talk to them. Since you asking, now I got a name. I talk to Guan every now and again. I don't really talk to Jalen too much, but I'll never forget Jalen. Oscar was my dog. Oscar, that's my boy. Oscar, my boy. Um, and there's other teammates and stuff. I can't really remember names right now, but I remember 'em. Not their names, but I remember them. Um, Nothing. The only thing I change is the next summer when I didn't come back. I'll probably make a return that summer. But everything that first summer was good. I enjoyed all of it.
So
You when you was cooking the meals, you know what I'm saying? I kind of missed the meals a little bit too. I probably what I would say to Coach Mayden, I probably never got the chance to tell him, but I appreciate the experience. I appreciate everything he did for me up there. I do appreciate him coming down and even making that stop at my high school and checking me out that time too. Everything, baseball wise, mentor wise, coach wise, all that stuff he did for me was out of love, and I enjoyed the experience with him, with the team, all of it. Cut, man. Hey, coach, man. When you perform, people want to know how you do what you do, man. Man, you ain't gotta think that. You know that one, huh? Look, I'm your boy, huh? You my boy, man. If I ever end up in Illinois in the area, I make sure I make a stop to see you. You probably gonna tell me I'm chunky now, but hey,
yeah, well,
I can still hit a baseball. Yes, sir. Love you, coach.